Broadcasting live from upstate New York, a technology talk show that puts you and your questions first. It's Tech Talk Live.
Yeah, baby, it's Tech Talk Live, coming to you live from upstate New York. I'm Flipper.
I'm Snide.
And we're a local computer technology talk show.
And
with Oscar, our mascot.
yeah, and you're going to be stepping on some keys and
something's going to go awry. I can see it. All
everything
right.
working yet?
Everything's working. I'm good. How about you?
I got to get my volume up. You turned
All right.
me down a little bit
Whoops,
somehow.
there we go. Let's get the right camera angle here so maybe we can see each other. Right?
Whatever happened, you turned up the mic so I can hear you.
What?
I just
you can't hear me?
No, I couldn't. It was real low, and then all of a sudden you touched something, and man, you were right there.
All right, there we go. Here we go. Okay, how's that?
Yeah, better.
All right, cool.
So, listen, you people got to call in about a question or questions that you might arise, or even talk about some kind of technology thing.
Right.
How do airplanes fly without any air? Oh, my. That's a new technology,
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Give us a call,
Lead balloon. 315-220-0692, or you can give us an email at
techtalklive@gmail.com.
And we'll help you with any question, or if you got a topic that you want us to cover, we'll do it up for you. That's what really made this show before. That's what we want to make this show again, is a call-in. We want to be interactive. Don't be shy. You're only on with us. You're just talking to us. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, because it's not going out like GVA was.
Well, it is, but it isn't. I mean, it's just us. Just us. Just talk to us.
Talk to us is what it's all about.
Maybe we can help you fix your computer problem, your Android problem, maybe even your Mac problem. You never know. I had a question this morning from Lisa here in Seneca Falls. She was talking, saw the post about what we were going to talk about today. One of the topics is going to be, cloud critics, and everybody that's against it, everybody that's for it, so on and so forth, and what the positions are and what our position is about cloud. And she was talking about her iPhone. Not when she sent things to the cloud, her space on her phone didn't decrease. And I know there's two issues that can possibly be the problem with that. Issue number one is, whoops, hi, Osk. Here, you want to say hi? Hi, everybody.
Bye.
Hi. I love you, but get out of here. So, two issues that it could be is the fact that when you send it to the cloud, it has to actually send it there. So it's not going to immediately delete it off there until it knows and verifies that it's out on the cloud. Number two, if you do say delete and store on the cloud, it might actually stick it in a trash bin, and until you clear that trash bin, you're probably not going to see the space recover. So, and if neither one of those things are happening, then I think you got a broken iPhone. We got to figure out what's really wrong.
You got to get a patch over one eye, right?
I think so, yeah.
It's an iPhone. Finally got it, huh?
Oh, dear God, really? Really? I got a photo. I really should start playing with this video switcher that I got for the show here, and maybe start posting some of these pictures that I got, because like you were just saying, iPhone,
Yeah.
And I got this one where we were at a wedding, and somebody was taking a video of the bride, with their iPhone, and they're holding it right out there. And you see, on the picture, you see them taking a picture of the bride and groom, and the picture comes out really fairly clean.
Right.
If you get the shutter speed slow enough, if you get it too fast, it'll look blank. If you get it fast enough, it actually looks like a solid image. So I was going to take and cut that out and then put maybe like a picture of us.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
That might be fun.
Technology does wonders, right?
Yes, it does.
It doesn't mean that you're clipping with a pair of scissors. You're clipping with a computer.
Right.
So anyway, we were at lunch yesterday, and we got somebody that asked questions, and I don't know why she won't call in, but...
Oh, yes.
Yeah, she should call in so that we can really...
Mama A. Mama A,
huh?
Yeah, I wish Mama A would call in. She was...
Is her name Ash Tabula?
I know, Mama A from Waterloo. I love her to death. I hung out with the family up there, and you knew them too. And
I probably did.
Yeah, and it was kind of like the neighborhood gang that we all hung out with.
Oh, here's another thing too. If you call in, give us. Oh, we got on.
There you go.
I'm going to show this.
I don't care. Like I said, I'm not monetizing the videos.
It. There it is. Is it there visible, or I got to change it?
Yeah, that's good.
So
this month only, last time for the iTunes card this month, or not, let me rephrase that. We're giving away one more iTunes card this month. It's $25, and in order to get in the drawing, you got to email us a question or comment or something.
Or call
us.
Even if you just call us and say, hi, what a nice show you're doing. Hi, what a rotten show you're doing. Okay, it don't matter, you know?
Right, absolutely.
Well, tell us what's wrong when it's a rotten show. That's what I want to know.
I'd love to know what's wrong with my rotten show.
So
Probably we left it out in the sun too long.
You people are the ones that make the show. Please call, please call. Okay, now what do we got
now
for...
we're begging, right?
But anyway, going back to this part that you just did.
Well, since I did that question there first thing, why don't we do Cloud Critics? There's been a big uproar about several different CEOs and fairly bigwigs that are out there that are criticizing cloud apps and cloud services. And then you got the other side of the aisle, which are the businesses that support cloud apps and cloud services. And it's kind of a war between business models, really. And I think the one voice that we're not hearing in this whole debate really is the voice of the user, okay? And I think that's going to be split as well. But really it comes down to two camps, okay? It comes down to camp one, you know.
I like it.
I like it, and I want to use it, and I don't care that there's a huge security risk. I'm going to use it. On the other side, they're saying...
Camp two.
Camp two.
I don't like it.
I don't like it because there's a huge security risk, and you know there's a big risk of losing a lot of data. So because you're relying on another company to take care of your backup data and so on and so forth. So,
all right, let's go back to when we were up to Staples here a couple of weeks ago.
Yep.
And the gentleman up there was...
And our big guy up there, our big new CEO, or soon-to-be CEO once he gets out of the tech business. So.
Oh, yeah, you're getting out of the tech business.
Yeah.
But anyway, the gentleman is very intellectual. Is that what I want to say?
Very knowledgeable, very smart.
Very smart. And like I said, he was telling us about the CDs and the DVDs. How much longer are they going to be available to us? Mm-hmm. You know, it's beginning to start the other way of slowly phasing that stuff out because of all these thumb drives and how big they are.
Right.
And how big they can get.
And how cheap they are.
Well, you got two thumb drives here. It's called terabit drives or whatever.
Well, yeah, you got me the external USB network, what is it called? Western Digital MyBook. And it's got 2 terabytes of disk storage, and it's slow. Don't get me wrong, it's slow. It's nowhere close to like a real server. But it's a lot of space.
It can store one heck of a lot of information. And
right.
That's almost like a thumb drive, right?
No, much bigger than a thumb drive. Huge.
No, I'm saying it's on the same concept.
Oh, same concept, yes.
In other words, it's stored with... So it doesn't wear out like a CD or a tape drive or a platter or something like that, or something can go wrong. Yes.
Yeah, it could.
Anything that's man-made something can go wrong with it.
Yeah, I don't agree with like that statement that it's like CDs can go bad after 17 years. 17 years is a pretty long time.
Oh boy, I'll tell you. All of a sudden, it's like the world's coming to the end at 12/12/2012. But I'm just saying that's only a theoretical thing.
Run for the hills.
You remember when they were doing the 1 1/4s or 144s?
Oh, floppies, yes.
Yeah, how long they were good for?
Yeah, they were good for 1, 2, 3 years.
About 3 years.
Yeah, 3 years they would hold the magnetic media.
Guess what? I got floppies down cellar that I can put in today and still get the stuff off, but Windows won't accept it.
Right, but
I have to go to DOS in order to get it.
Right, but here's the thing. I mean, with the floppy media, that's all they guaranteed it for. It's just like with CD media. You could buy archival CD media at 20, 25 years. It still doesn't mean that it'll be good for 20, 25 years, but that's what they're guaranteeing that disc up to. And what it comes down to is it's how much are you reading and writing from and to those discs. You know, you're only going to write once and then it's going to be stored somewhere.
All right.
It might last 100 years. You don't know.
All right.
Okay?
How about the thumb drives and your terabyte drives and all that? You know,
well, if you think about that, those are all hard drives. They're moving parts. I would probably say you're only going to get maybe 4 to 5 years out of them, maybe 10.
A thumb drive is a hard drive?
Yeah, basically. It's the same concept except
I thought it was stored on chips.
Oh, I'm talking the file system. Okay, yeah. The thumb drives are...
I probably skipped something. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm trying to follow. So So let's define it separately, okay?
All right,
so
let's
like
go back to
a USB hard drive would be a hard drive, like
Right.
that terabit
Right.
guy, okay? It's terabit. Now solid state, which would be USB drive, thumb drive, solid state drives. They're all just memory chips sitting on a board that can
Right.
store it.
This
Flash memory.
terabyte, that's got platters in it, then
Yes.
you're saying.
Yes.
Okay, I thought it was a thumb drive
Nope.
type thing.
Nope, it's actually got hard drives in it. The thing spins. You can actually go over,
Okay.
put your ear to it, and you'll hear it.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
Oh, what a hum you get in your ear. Blow
Well-
my ear and a hum, I'll fly you anywhere, right? I could just see that strapped to
That
your,
has gotta be-
strapped to your ear.
Yeah, strapped to my ear, all right. Where's JoJo when I need her? We were just talking about that too this morning. She's
Yeah.
she's getting a weekend off this weekend from all the kids. So of course I said, "Oh my God, it's a Party Gals party."
Yeah.
So
Party.
party. But yeah, so back to the cloud thing and the storage devices. You know, on the cloud, they're storing it on platters, they're storing it on hard disks, they're storing it on servers. The question comes down to, in my mind, with cloud storage, is threefold.
How big is a server?
Oh
Or
God!
does a server go out to other hard drives?
Well,
is that how
they're
it
probably
works?
doing a SAN. Most company. Well, it depends. I mean, that's part of the problem with this whole debate and this discussion. We don't know as the end user. We don't know as the business that's asking for that service. We're relying on them to tell us. Okay. So, like saying if you go to Dropbox, okay, what does their server farm look like? I don't know. Is it on a SAN? Is it multi-disk array? You know, is it RAID? Is it dynamic disk? Is it all solid state? What really is the back end to the point where I can feel comfortable in storing this information out there and knowing that I'm not going to lose it because their people or their policies all of a sudden break down and it screws up, okay? And I think that's part of the problem. It's a leap of faith. It's a huge leap of faith.
Well, it's the same way on my laptop or my computers, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I store so much stuff, or I store a lot of stuff. Then when I go to find it, I can't find it. I can't remember where I put it.
So it's the same concept. I mean, but on a grander scale. I mean, now you're talking instead of just one user's stuff that you're worrying about, you're worrying about millions of users' stuff. And then on top of that, you know, there's the inherent security risk that was just recently in the news that I think it was Dropbox and Google.
Yeah,
Google Storage.
Google and
Yeah, I think Google Storage, the storage.
Google Storage and Box something.
Dropbox.
Okay, Dropbox.
Yeah, Dropbox.
I remember the Box, but I don't. I just
Both
kinda-
got hacked. Both got
Yeah.
hacked, and people's files were then stolen.
Yeah, but I just kind of highlighted that and went on, you know,
Right.
because it didn't ring a bell, you know.
Right.
But I probably should have really read it. you know.
Right, but that's the same concept though. Is it's a leap of faith to rely on these other companies to do this for you. You know, so I mean, it depends on which way you're going. I mean, are you worried about the information that you're storing? I mean, is it something critical to you, like saying, "Oh my God, how stupid is this?" You make a text file with all your usernames, passwords, and websites that you go to, and you want to securely store it, and you say, "Well, I'll put it on Dropbox." Right? I mean, how stupid does that sound?
Ooh, what have I got on my shirt? It says,
Yeah, well, bring it up. Bring it up. You gotta. There you go. It says, let me read it out the video. Yes, there are stupid questions. You stupid people ask them all the time. I love it. That's sweet.
yes, there are stupid questions.
Yes, there are stupid questions. I got lots of stupid questions, but
It's one of them shirts that I got on my vacation this year.
right, that was fun.
I got 2 or 3 other stupid shirts too.
But really, I mean, what do you think, Snight? I mean, where do you think?
I myself, I do not like storing any kind of personal information, any kind of information that could even renounce an ounce of my personal information on anything off or outside of my computer, off-site.
Something that's really going to be damaging is what you're
So,
saying.
yeah, I'll either put it on a CD or I'll put it on a thumb drive or I'll put it on something that I can have control of. Nobody else gets it.
Right.
So once I take it out of the computer, let them hack my computer because they don't have it anymore.
Right.
You know?
Right. So now let's take and back the discussion up just a hair. and go, okay, so fine, I'm storing my files out there. I'm storing all my pictures as a photographer out there. That's a great example. I really like that example. I store all my photography out on Dropbox so that I can share it with users so that they can get the files, they can do this. What a wonderful thought process. You can get instant access to your wedding photography the next day, right?
With a copyright thing over the picture.
Right, or whatever. You don't even have that.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe you're just getting the pictures to the people, okay? That's a wonderful idea, okay? Now
somebody
said
hacks it.
photographer, so they hack it. Okay, so they hack it. Is it that big of a deal that they get a copy of everybody's
Well, they
wedding pictures?
might be drawing mustaches or something. I don't know.
Whatever. Who cares,
You
right?
know,
As
the
long
old-
as
the
as
old
long as
pictures.
somebody doesn't go out and use them commercially, and then you have to go through the whole copyright infringement and all that good stuff. But saying somebody does hack it and you lose the wedding photos, no big deal, right? They delete them all, no big deal, right? You just upload them again.
Yeah.
That's if the user knows enough to back it up themselves,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
So said wedding photographer, right, puts it all on their computer, edits it up, gets it ready, puts it up on the Dropbox, and then deletes it off their computer. How stupid is that?
Well, it's like I said before. I don't believe in that kind of stuff because I don't believe in it. I'll put it on my own CDs or whatever else I can not label and then put it there and then try to find them later, you know.
Right.
All sorts of things. You got a file. That's why they call it a file cabinet. You used to file with paper, hard copies, everything.
Yeah, right.
Now it's electronic. It's the same thing with discs that you write stuff to. You better put a label on it and put it where you can find it. Labeling. So now you got this stuff labeled. It's the same way with a thumb drive. How you going to know that stuff is? Now I got to either put a little keychain or a key ring on it and what's on there, you know what I mean? A little key tag.
Right.
You know?
It's huge. It's a huge nomenclature of social engineering by these companies and by whoever's trying to promote this, right?
Yeah,
they want you to believe that this
you
is
will
secure.
never lose it.
Right. You know, so
what did I store it under? You'll never lose it.
right. I don't know. I'm really kind of in that whole thought process.
What do you mean? What? That's what I say. What did you store it under?
All right. What did I store? I don't know.
You said, it's like I said, stored under, and you said what?
Yeah, what? What did I store it under? I don't know.
So,
I know, we're on the same page now.
yeah, but I don't know if I got the index or not, but I'm on some page.
I'm on page 54. Where are you?
But anyway, to get back at that stuff, it all depends on how much trust you want to put into cloud.
Right. I'm okay with
or Dropbox or any of the other ones.
I'm really okay with having services like that. Okay, I really am. I'm not okay with the social engineering bit where they're trying to make you believe that you store it up on the cloud, you'll never lose it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you can store it on my computer and all your bank accounts and everything. I don't care. Store it on mine.
Right.
Is that trustworthy or not? Huh?
I don't know. But that's the same concept.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like saying, well, geez, hey, Flipper, can I use your my book to store some of my files? Yeah, sure. I'll open it up to the internet, right? Now, what if that happens and it dies? It just dies.
Yeah.
I ain't got a backup of everything. Now, you're going to be ticked that I lost everything on you.
Well, it's just like what happens where you're employed at. How secure is your sites? Can they store stuff there? Can you store stuff out and be able to get back in and without any secure risk or anything? That's what I'm saying.
There's risk every day. The question is whether it's manageable. And that's really the question. And I think that's what I'm trying. That's the point I'm trying to drive home with this. This argument should not be about whether or not it exists. Everybody should be able to exist. We should still have CDs or DVDs, Blu-rays, whatever, from now until the day the Earth blows up on 2012. There.
No, it doesn't say the Earth blows up. Well, it just says the end.
On the end, right? Okay, so
it could be the end of what?
Yeah, right.
No more eating bananas. That's the end of it. Okay,
move on.
Yeah,
no, I got it. But I guess the thing comes down to is I don't think the argument's the right argument. I think the argument should be is educating the home user and the users of these services that yes, there is a possibility that you would lose something on here. Yes, it's possible. No, we're not taking the liability risk, and you need to understand that you need to make another backup yourself if this is something truly critical.
Well, I make backups. I got 2 backups anyway. Most of the time, I write to a CD,
Right?
and it's write once. I don't care if I only got a little bit on it. I mean, CDs. Oh, geez, here we go back when they were expensive.
Yeah, $5 a piece.
Now they're what, 9 cents a piece or 12 cents a piece, something like that.
You can buy 100 for $24 down to Walmart. So
it's 24 cents a piece.
yeah.
I mean, you waste more money than that. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying. And then besides that, I have them on my thumb drive. And now I got 3 thumb drives, and they're almost full again. I got to go buy the 4th thumb drive.
Right, but
see?
there's the thing. Now, what you could do is the CD media. You could easily go get a bank deposit box or something, right?
Yeah.
And store all the CDs in there, which are backups of those thumb drives. The thumb drives are your working media. The CDs is your archival.
Yeah, it's a hard archive.
Yeah.
A CD, hard media, however you want to say it.
Right.
Because it's all write once and read many,
Right.
So that's all that's it. You can't rewrite it or change it or anything else. All you can do is extract it and change everything, and then write a new CD and get rid of, dispose of the old one.
Right.
That's if you took everything off.
Right. Or shred it. One of the 2.
Yeah, shred it.
So what do you want to talk about? You want to talk about that quantum?
Now, did we get this discussed pretty good about cloud? It's up to the individual.
Yeah, I think so. Why, you tired of talking about it?
No, I'm trying to end it. You just don't boom end it.
I'm boom ending it. Let's go. What do you want?
Hey,
if you want to give us a call, get in on our topics, or ask a question or something, give us a call 315-220-0692, or shoot us an email at
Tech Talk Live NY@gmail.com.
All right. Next.
So anyway,
we got about 4 minutes.
Physicists demonstrate working quantum rotor, a step towards a quantum internet. Now, what does that mean? That means extra speed, or what? We can download stuff in a flash?
Well, I believe the quantum router, as you're putting it, is the ability to process two pieces of data simultaneously and take the smallest common denominator, a bit, okay, and subdivide it into sub-bits. So literally, you're processing information almost at the exact same moment in time. So, if you got a fiber connection, we could take it from 10 gigabits per second. We could easily take it up over a terabit per second with that type of technology.
Right. So a terabit. Now, how much is a terabit? Well,
per second?
Say,
terabit.
No, I'm just saying for 1 second, a terabit. And how much information you could do. I'm just trying to use an example,
okay,
like
download
the Constitution of the United States 1,000,000 times.
Well, no, yeah, probably. That'd probably be pretty close. Yeah, I suppose that. Yeah,
1,000,000 times a second. I'm talking. That's huge.
Flipping fast. Yeah, that's really fast. So, who's working on it? Is it MIT? I forget who's working on it.
I should have got the bigger print on this here.
I know somebody's working on it, and it was really interesting because they really truly started off with the idea that they wanted to do quantum information processing, where they could process, in a processor, you could actually process the same data, the same bits at the exact same time on the same processor load. In other words, it's quantum based.
The router says, and a Chinese physicist has the
oh, that's right. That article's unveiled. Yep.
For the first time,
Yep.
So
it's the Chinese that's got this one. Okay, that's right.
But I'm just saying, it's so fine print here. I got to learn to explode
or just make notes. Yeah. One of the things that I like to do is I like to make big notes, and then I can put it anywhere I want, and I can usually see it.
Usually, if I expand it up to the 125,
if we
it gets big enough that I can read it out here.
It becomes quantum text.
Yeah, quantum text, right.
So, but the quantum router, I mean, when we see this come out eventually, I think you're going to see a total change in telecommunications once they get it perfected. Because you're going to see the same fiber lines that we're running today is going to be able to pump 1,000 to 2,000 times more data through it than what it can right now.
How much is that going to tie up routers and all this stuff at the other end where it's got to redirect, you know?
Well, you'd have to
Not
put...
the hubs. I meant the big hubs. Remember we were used to, when we pinged it, we'd go through each hub, you know, to get to a point. So it directs you
Everything
to the right
would probably
place.
come to be probably milliseconds, like 1 millisecond. I'm talking like how you do a ping and it's like
Yeah.
less than 1 millisecond
Right,
response.
right.
Response times are going to be a thing of the past. I mean, it's going to be very, very fast.
There's not going to be any latency.
No latency.
In,
You're gonna...
in other words, it's going to be even putting you ahead of the game.
Maybe.
If I shoot now, this guy's already dead, and this boat's going to go over and hit that guy.
Right. There you go. Yeah, play Diablo or something.
Well, I'm just saying that's how fast that stuff is.
Yeah, you play Diablo, right? You're walking up to Diablo himself, and he drops dead, and there you are killing him, and you're still back here watching, right? Okay.
Yeah, I can't get by the clown.
The clown?
Yeah, well, Diablo and Nightmare, I just can't quite. I just can't get him.
Oh, Diablo himself.
Yeah, I'm right to that point. So I started over collecting more and more,
Right.
and trying to get a little more, one more level up, you know.
Right.
Okay.
But anyway, that's cool. Hey, you like Diablo? I'm okay with it. Anyway, you're listening to Tech Talk Live. I'm Flipper.
I'm Snide.
And we're a computer talk show, so stay tuned. We'll be right back after these brief messages.
So many sights to see on the internet, but for everything local, there's one place you can get it. At FingerLakes1.com. Come on over to FingerLakes1.com. Make us your homepage. News, weather, sports, and fun. Log on to Finger Lakes One. www.fingerlakes1.com. Come on and join the fun. Log on to Finger Lakes One.
www.fingerlakes1.com.
You're listening to Free Music by Dano. Download free MP3s at danosongs.com.
back with Tech Talk Live. I'm Flipper.
And Snide.
And JJ's off this week.
Yeah, we can't even do. I'm JJ.
I know. I just that was funny. That was funny though.
Well, we can put a blank page there and say I'm JJ.
Right. I'm JJ. Oh, I don't have the camera up. That doesn't make any sense, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, we're a computer talk show. We like to have fun. We like to help you out with your computer questions or technology questions. So please give us a call.
At 1-315-220-0692. That was slow enough so you could copy it down.
Right. You could even call it. Write that in there, right?
Right.
And we record the show live. It's a broadcast live right from Studio B here.
Yeah.
For Finger Lakes One or on Finger Lakes One, however you want to put it. And we record it live Saturday mornings, 11 to 12. So if you just call in with between 11 and 12, we'll take your questions. So if you're watching a rerun, that's the time to get your questions on. If you want to get your questions on another way, email us. So you can give us an email at
techtalkliveny@gmail.com.
Right. And if you want to check us out on Facebook, we're on Facebook. Just go to facebook.com/techtalklive. Or you can check us out on Twitter at techtalkliveny. Or follow us on Twitter. I don't know if it's really working too well yet. I don't get the whole Twitter thing yet. I'm still new to it.
I can't do that either because that's live. Usually it's Twitter is you tweet about something and then you respond to somebody else's stuff. It's supposed to be like on an open IM.
Open IM type thing. Yeah. I don't get it. Yeah.
Well, that's the only thing I can think of it. Anybody else got any comment on that Twitter or Tweeter or whatever it is? Give us a call. I'd like to know.
Yeah.
I can't use it.
Or better yet, if you want to help us promote the show, give us a call because we don't know what the heck we're doing sometimes.
But that Twitter is something I just cannot get on. But that would probably Flipper up all afternoon if he tweeted, about the show and everything else, and you were tweeting.
Oh man, that'd be something. I would have to have a staff here. Right now we're just doing it me, you, and JJ. That's it.
Yep.
So we're doing pretty good. So
okay, what are we going on for the second half of the show?
Second half of the show, I gotta say, I found this really neat little thing called BlueStacks.
Yeah, I got a neat little thing too. It's called Call In.
Okay, BlueStacks, BlueStacks.com. Saying if you've ever been on Google Play, one of the big things with Google Play is that you got to have an Android device in order to use it. I found a ton of great apps. Same way with like iPad. There's a ton of great apps that would be wonderful apps for right on the PC, and they don't develop them for the PC. And it's kind of disheartening.
Okay. Now, getting back to the app question, can we get something that, like the iPad or iTunes or whatever the hell it is, can we get a thing like that for monthly drawing for download apps or something? Or do you have to pay direct to the company?
I don't know. I'll have to check that out. I think they got gift certificates, so we can try that.
Yeah, well, I mean, how many people have a
iPad or well, the iTunes thing, the iTunes gift card will go towards iPad apps as well as music. So you don't have to do just one or the other. But the Android piece, I think, is a little different. We'll have to figure that out. But saying you don't have a tablet, but you got a PC, and there's some really neat apps out there, like the one that I'm going to talk about in just a second, which is Google Currents. This BlueStack software, which is basically a virtual Android phone, Android tablet that goes right on your PC. And what it does is it mimics an Android operating system right on your PC. You can get an app store. You can download apps for it. You can use the apps just like if you had a tablet without ever buying an actual tablet.
Oh, so this means they're putting Bill Gates out of business, Microsoft?
No, I don't think they're putting anybody out of business.
Well, if they're going to mimics your PC, right on your PC, mimics Droid.
Well, that was one of the biggest...
Droid!
That was one of the biggest things, I'm surprised they don't have one for iPad yet. The PC world and the Mac iOS world both have kind of fallen off the end of the pool here, or jumped off the end of the pool, in the deep end, they're kind of drowning because all these developers are developing for these mobile apps. And the people that still have PCs or that just want to have PCs are losing out big because there's some really neat apps out there that could help, be an app on the PC side as well, and they're just not doing it. It's one of those. I almost want to say it doesn't feel like a current thing, like a business current, we just don't want to develop for it. It almost feels like they're really trying to do it intentionally to phase out the PC, and phase out the Mac iBooks and the iOS and so on and so forth. And I really feel disheartened that that's really the way it's kind of going. But this BlueStacks thing, man, this is great that I can go download it, put it on my computer, run it, and I can download any app from the App Store, and it'll work most likely. And one of the best apps, so I'm gonna write that down. We just talked about BlueStacks. So BlueStacks.com, wonderful piece of product. I've been running it on my laptop so far, just kind of playing around with it. Checking it out. I've been playing the drag race game that you can get for free. I've been playing Angry Birds, just screwing around with it. And then I downloaded some productivity apps. They're kind of neat. But the one app that I really find interesting, which is the next thing I wanted to talk about, is Google Currents, which I think you would love, okay? Just because it puts everything at your fingertips. Google Currents is a kind of an RSS feeder, or reader, did I say feeder? Reader.
Feeder reader?
A feeder reader. It's a reader, and what it does is it gives you the dynamic content versus what RSS used to be like, which was just text. It gave you the headline and the...
RSS, I remember it, but I can't remember what it is. That's RSS. I'm trying to remember what it stood for.
Now that you're doing that, I can't remember what it stood for.
But I remember the RSS, and then the SSS and the
SSS. Yeah, the SSS sunk my ship.
LSS and what else? It was in your email account.
I got it. That's in. Well, RSS. Well, they went and they started putting it in email because it was a really neat way to. It was a good way to add it.
Right. That's where I remember.
And RSS, often dubbed really simple syndication, which is what the.
RSS stood for.
Yeah, really simple syndication, which basically means that you could syndicate content via an XML file, and it would ship it off to whoever was subscribing to it. So, like saying if you subscribe to CNET, you would get all the headlines with part of the article, and then you hit read more, and you can go get it.
Right.
So it was really a neat way to try to get up on current events. Well, Google took it a step further, okay, and kind of mimicked the whole e-zine thought process for these RSS feeds, and now they call it Google Currents. You can only download it for the iPad and for the Android apps. So it kind of sucks because you can't really get it for PC or Mac iOS. So it really kind of felt like Google's giving a jab there to the PCs instead of really helping us. But
they're really trying to get rid of the PC for some reason.
Yeah, well, everybody's going to have. Everybody's going to have a phone walking around, falling in fountains and junk.
Right.
I don't know, but anyway,
they got to make them waterproof so they can do them underwater.
I think they got one. I think it's called the.
But
Boulder?
that
No, maybe not.
But no, how many times do you get home and do you really want to fire up that big monster of a computer with a, I can sit there at my table and watch television and do my computer and do whatever I got and eat my supper and the whole 9 yards right there with my laptop,
Well, the laptop's still technically a PC. That's why I'm not trying to say big desktop versus small laptop or whatever else. I'm saying the PC world, it seems like they're just trying to phase that out and just get down to, here, you need to buy a tablet. You need to spend $500 on a tablet. That'll do everything you want it to do, even though what they can do is only this little tiny box.
Right.
Oh, Lisa, hi. Macs have what is it? Macs have a OPS. Oh, OPS. Okay, that's I'll remember it in a minute here. An OPS you can download under the Mac App Store in the dock. Oh, to put in the dock of your computer so that you can run like the iPhone junk, and I believe you can do Android as well with that piece.
But that's for the Mac.
That's for the Mac, yeah. So the
Not
PC,
for the PC.
right? So for the
PC
PCs, they
is
were
what-
kind of left out until BlueStack came along, and BlueStacks.com. I know I'm promoting them, but I think it's great. I really do. It's a phenomenal breakthrough as far as I'm concerned. That gives PC
Phenomenal.
yeah. Phenomena.
Yeah.
You remember the Muppets doing
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Was I love that song.
Yeah.
It's addicting too.
Then we do the Muppets and we go pew pew. You're gone.
Pew pew and you're gone. There you go, Lisa. You did it again. Sharks with freaking lasers, man.
So, how far does a laser travel? To the other end.
To the other. To the other end. Very good. That's good. I like that. That's good. So anyway,
Well, like I
well,
said, my question here, why do they ask stupid questions? Because there's so many stupid people.
and there's so many answers, stupid answers that
Yeah.
you can give too. I mean,
Right. It's a lot of fun giving the stupid answers, though. That's what's nice.
Right.
Here's
Your
your
sign.
sign.
Yeah, I know. We're gonna get sued for that one, I'm sure.
Okay.
But anyhow,
I don't care.
I know. I don't care either. But here's the thing. I mean, Google Currents. I really like this thing because I don't know if you've seen. Well, you don't have a tablet, do you?
No.
See, I should have saved this for JJ. And
I got
didn't.
my Dick Tracy watch, though.
Dick, what,
Hey, 10-2 and over.
what was that guy's name? It was something to Dick Tracy.
Dick Tracy.
Well, remember it was Donald, or no, it was Daffy Duck. Daffy Duck always did Dick Tracy.
Yeah.
You know, he always had him in, and it was Porky Pig played some other guy. But Porky Pig always played some other guy, and I can't remember what that character's name was, and it was always so-and-so calling Dick Tracy. Dick Tracy, come in, And then, Dick Tracy come in, and Daffy Duck would come in and be like, yes, Dick Tracy.
Yeah, well, getting back to the droids and all them tablets and all that stuff, am I ever going to own one? Maybe down the road or whatever.
Right. Well, I got one. JJ's got the iPad. I got the Android piece, so we can kind of cover each other.
Well, I don't know what I can get then.
I don't know. I don't know what else there is. But
Well,
yeah,
there might be the caveman piece of flat slate rock or something.
I think I got one of those.
Scratch on it. Oh, look at what I got. My new invention. New technology,
The Ten Commandments, the original tablet,
So,
approved by God. No, I'm sorry. I just had a flash there.
flish, flash, I was taking a bath.
We
Oh,
are
that's
not going to get anything done. That's right.
Split. Oh, that was splish splash.
Yeah, splish splash. I was taking a bath and bath salts.
Anyway, we're getting back to technology. What about that rover on Mars now? We're up there scooping up sand and stuff.
Actually,
and
I
see
was-
maybe some leftover androids or something.
I leftover Android. I was going to bring that up because I thought it was amazing that you really didn't hear much about it in the news or anything when they launched it. Then you heard nothing, probably
Right.
because it was just flying there. And then it's been all over the net, and people opted to watch the Mars landing on the internet versus on TV. So it's definitely a sign that TV's starting to kind of fade out, I guess. You know.
Well, you're getting all that crap from people that are writing all this stupid stuff. People are getting sick of it. They don't want to.
I know there's no good stories anymore, is there?
No good writers.
Maybe, I don't know. Or maybe there's good stories, but nobody wants to tell them because they don't think they'll fly. It's
Right.
that whole producer business model thing. It's not going to make us enough money. So
Well, we got to have a bigger crash and a bigger fire and a bigger this and a bigger that, and we
could
got to
be
make
fun.
it so it's non-realistic. You know what I mean? You got to make your stories realistic. They
unless
can't
it's
be
fantasy, and then you got to make it
real fantasy. But anyway, the Mars
Mars lander
rover
got it.
Curiosity has landed. So anyway,
Yeah, did you see the panoramic that they had out of that?
yeah, but it cut off part of it.
Yeah, it was the bottom part because they didn't stitch it together right as far as I was concerned.
Right.
I mean, they could have done a better job and changed the perspective a little bit so it would have filled the frame. But
Now, since that's a big kitty litter box up there with all that sand, they're going through and scooping up stuff.
well, I just thought it was really neat that they're up there. They actually got it on there. It didn't crash. It's still alive. And I forget how long it's supposed to go.
2 years?
2 years, is it?
So I thought it was 2 years. Maybe I misread
And then
that.
they're supposed to go pick it up, right?
No.
thought they were going to go pick it up so they can get the samples and stuff.
I don't know. Maybe they are, but that'll be costly, won't it?
Well, no, I thought that was the whole point of this whole. Maybe I'm thinking of a different project. I thought this was a whole project to go. We're going to send something out to Mars, and it's going to do its whole survey, and then they're going to try to get a manned craft to go out there to Mars, and then they were going to grab it and come back. I thought that's what the whole point was.
Well,
maybe I'm wrong.
That's quite a.
Hey, and if I'm wrong, give me an email or
call us
and correct us. We can't be right about everything. That's for sure.
315-220-0692. Hey, get your voice on this piece.
Yeah, definitely.
So what's next on your agenda that you wanted to talk about? Better write
online
that down with spacecraft.
Yeah, I know. We got to talk about Curiosity spacecraft. I don't know. I mean, I thought what was kind of funny. I really like Brenda's thing. B was just fun with this. I love it. B's amazing. I love how she finds these weird things. The rise of the fake engine roar. Little audio device to pre-record fast, super duper engine roars because
turn left,
right.
Turn up the volume.
Just so you can have that engine noise inside the cabin, so you feel like you're driving a performance vehicle, even though it's quiet.
Well, I'll tell you, these vehicles are so darn quiet now. You don't know if they started or not unless you're looking at the tachometer or something.
Right. So automakers are trying to do some type of marketing thing where they actually put these devices in there and they're pre-recorded. Could you imagine somebody hacking this? Could you imagine that? Somebody like you hacking it?
Yeah, listen to your engine. Meow, meow.
I was thinking like that motorcycle one. You saw a picture of a Harley, and there's a guy, just on a mic sitting there going, ring, ding, 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 ding. Okay, moving on.
Moving on.
Anybody
else got anything that they want to record? Send it to us.
There you go. Thanks, B.
And I want to put a shout out to, Donna D.
And Donna
D.
Donna. Yeah, what's your shout out? You just want to say hi?
Yeah, because
hi, Donna.
The hot woman out there,
Right.
Don't tell Fred that.
Oh, jeez, yeah, right. We're going to be dead by the end of the week. You'll find us with a watermelon on her head.
She not to put it on the air or anything, but she wanted to know how you get to sponsor the show.
Oh, to sponsor the show.
And I told her she has to get a hold of Jim.
Yeah, if you want to sponsor the show, go down to fingerlakes1.com.
Where is it?
No, right on the internet. Just go to fingerlakes1.com. There's a main contact number down at the bottom, and there's also advertise with us page there. And you can talk about sponsoring any show that you want on the Finger Lakes One network, including ours. And sponsors are greatly appreciated if you want to sponsor us directly. We always do appreciate it. And if you do sponsor with us, we'll mention your product online. We'll review your product. We'll do whatever you want us to do. As far as
boy, I could review her products.
There's something that, for some reason the word melons come to mind, and then just anyway, moving on. Anyway, did you hear about that order mess up recently where the guy ordered that TV? I forget what it was. It was a big flat panel TV, and he ended up getting some type of assault rifle instead.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Oh my God, that was nuts. So the guy orders it on Amazon, and he gets the package, opens it up, and there's an assault rifle in there and ammo and all that other good stuff. And he flips out, calls the FBI, of course, or whoever, local authorities. I forget what it was. I only read part of the thing, but I was just like, that would be a good topic for us to cover in depth sometime. Is where are all the breaking points when you order something online? What could really go wrong?
Right.
But I just thought I'd bring that up, and maybe we.
All right. How about the guy that ordered a pizza, and they delivered it to the wrong address, and they delivered 25 pizzas to him.
Oh, nice.
You see,
there's a credit card problem.
That was on national news the other night.
Right.
And I looked, and I says, huh? And then they repeated the story. So it really, you ordered one pizza, and they messed up, and they ordered 25, sent 25.
Put it on your card.
Because they thought it was a party.
Yeah, right?
Oh dear!
Pigs in space. Yes, there you go.
Yeah, test drive the 2013 Audi Audi.
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 I can't pronounce
AUDI.
it.
Audi.
Yeah.
All road. Flexibility and power of the Subaru. Just put the more ritzy. So,
Oh, you're talking about the new Audi is competing against.
Yeah.
It's competing against the
SUVs.
right, which was
Volvo.
I'm trying to think of the name of the other one there.
And
The
LLB.
Subaru. The Subaru. Its direct competitor is the Subaru.
Right. The Subaru Outback versus and the Volvo XC, and as well as they're going up against LL Bean Nor'easter.
Yep. There you go. Something right up your alley, and Lisa's alley, really, considering that she's
we got a few minutes.
Such a
Go
gamer. Did you know that? Do you remember the old classic Atari game called Pitfall?
Yeah.
That turned 30 this week.
Pitfall.
The little, like Indiana Jones dude. That
Right,
it was
right,
a side scroller, and you ran and you jumped over snakes, and you had to go down, dodge boulders, and swing in the vines, and it was all 8-bit. It was fun.
Yeah, without getting into the ravine or water.
Yeah, don't fall in the water or the sand pit. Don't get chomped up by the alligators. You had to jump from alligator. It was like Frogger with a person. Okay, basically. Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, for its 30th anniversary or 30th birthday, I forget what studio I was working on. I should have wrote that down. I forgot to write that down. But anyway, the classic Atari game Pitfall 3D is getting a complete 3D makeover. Okay, complete 3D makeover, right over the shoulder cam. You're the whole world's 3D.
That might be worth putting on my computer. Huh?
I was just thinking that it sounds like it'd be a whole heck of a lot of fun. So, but anyway, happy birthday to Pitfall, and happy birthday to one of our loyal listeners, Andy. Andy, I don't know how old he turned. I didn't catch that, but
probably 16, right?
No, actually, I think Andy's
17 then.
No, Andy's got to be a little older. I think he's like 24.
No, I was just kidding.
Maybe he's young yet. I don't know.
We don't need to know how old you are. How much do you weigh?
That could be an interesting question as well.
Yeah. Well, take the 2 quarters out of your back pocket, and then you'll really have the true weight, right?
Andy, save me. Why didn't you call in today? That would have been fun.
Let's see.
Happy birthday to you. Anyway.
Protein with liquid built in could be the key to life without water.
Oh, you saw that too, didn't you?
Right here. I got it.
Oh, man. I saw that, the whole thing where we don't actually need real water.
About 3 minutes.
I know, I see that. It's about 2 minutes, actually. But, the whole thing where they've come out with a way where you can take a protein bar and you eat this protein bar, and it gives you enough water to sustain life.
To bring oxygen to the muscles.
Right, so you can sustain life. You don't technically need water at that point.
Right.
Could you imagine the change in society? We're getting to the point where they could give you a pill every day, and that's your entire diet.
Donna, you got to raise some of them protein plants because I'll come out and buy them.
I'm sure she has a lot of protein, dude.
Yeah. So... But
she does sell beans.
Yeah, she does sell beans. Yoo-hoo, beans. Gasoline. When I hit gas, I lean this way. Anyway, but protein is good for you.
You said that joke yesterday at lunch, and I shake my head. I shake my head every time. And if you didn't quite catch that joke, let me help you out.
Yes.
He said, here we are in the
Larry
middle.
The Cable Guy.
Here we are. Let me just explain this. I got less than a minute. We are in the middle of Wendy's, okay?
Yeah.
I don't care that we're advertising. So we're in the middle of Wendy's, right? And we're eating, and all of a sudden, the table next to us, Miss A, Mrs. A, was sitting there talking to us, and Mr. A, and it was so funny. We were sitting there talking. All of a sudden, he goes, when I have gas, gasoline, when I have gas, I lean. And everybody just started cracking up, except for me. I'm just like looking at him going, yeah, okay, that's great.
But that's Larry the Cable Guy's joke, and I'm stealing it from him. I'm going to get sued.
Yeah, well, if you do, well, great.
So,
we don't have attorneys, so you won't get much out of it. We don't have money either, so.
Yeah. Sue me. Come on, Larry. Advertise with us. So
I know, that'd be great.
Yeah.
I'd love that. I would love to have Larry the Cable Guy come on the show, or anybody. I don't care what celebrity. Just call in.
Yeah.
Hi, this is Larry the Cable Guy.
Here's your site. Oh.
If you don't stop talking about me, I'm going to come out there and I'm going to send Jeff Foxworthy out there to tell you jokes.
So.
Right. So anyway, I think we're at the end of the show.
Yeah, well, if we are, better music, better start. But anyway, if we got a half a second or so, but no, I guess not.
Well, but anyway, that protein thing is neat. I think
Yeah,
we should research it and do it next week. So anyway,
Maybe I'll print it out. So
sounds good. Hey, you're listening to Tech Talk Live. I'm Flipper.
I'm Snipe.
Local computer talk show every Saturday morning, 11 to 12. We're out of here.
Listening
See ya.
to your technology talk show. Tune in next time to Tech Talk Live.